Hello friends, our topic is ocean currents. Now what is the ocean current? For example, like this is a jar and that jar is on the gas which is filled with water. Now what we will see that when the water become warm here and goes upward direction. Similarly here the water become cold and heavy, so it comes downwards. So this is how we see the movement of water in this jar, like this. In this round shape, the warm water goes upward and the down water comes downwards. The same thing we see in our oceans. As you can see here in this diagram also, this is the warm water, and that warm water when goes near to polar areas it become cold, and that cold water goes downwards and become cold water goes downwards in the bottom areas, where this bottom water, as you can see here in this map also, is a cold water, cold current, and it goes upward when it come to the equatorial areas. So this is how we see a movement of warm water and cold water in oceans water. Again you can clear this thing here. As you can see here that the water goes like this in this direction and become cold, then goes downwards and again goes upward direction. As you can see here the water is cold, so it goes downwards. The main thing is that on earth, like this is earth, this is pole, equator and pole. Cold water goes towards the direction of equator and hot water goes towards the direction of pole. Now the next important thing for us, as you can see here, this red color is a warm water, the movement of warm water. As you can see here the warm water become cold, so goes downward in bottom. Cold water moves like this, as you can see here, and here in the equatorial area it become warm, like same as here in this map, goes upward direction. So this is how we see the movement of warm and cold water, or you can see this movement here in the world map. Now here we can see it move like in circle shape, as you can see here in this world map. Why? This is our earth, and the movement of our earth is towards this direction, rotation. This is known as the rotation of the earth, because earth move like this, so the water's movement, which is like this, as I said, that earth move in this direction, so it creates coriolis force, and that is why what we see, it water moves like this and comes like circle wise like this. Same thing here, and here it is like this and then this. Means in northern hemisphere water moves like a clockwise movement like this, and cold water comes like in this shape, while in southern hemisphere it moves like anti-clockwise in this shape. These currents play a very important role in world climate. As we can see here in this world map, that these currents moves in all over the world. They helps or play a very important role in the movement of air also. And for example, if the water is hot here, this is the hot water comes here, so obviously it make this area hot. The cold water come this area, though this area is equatorial area, but even then the temperature is low because of these cold currents. So wherever the cold current goes, that cold current change the climate of that particular area. We will see currents movements of whole world one by one. In this first part we will take the current movements of Atlantic Ocean. Red color is a warm current, while green color is a cold current. Let's first do the northern hemisphere. As you can see in northern hemisphere, this is a Gulf Stream, movement of the Gulf Stream. Obviously this current is a warm current, comes from equatorial areas, and because the water is warm, so it keep this area also warm, and this is the main reason that it keep Europe also warm. For example, like in Like if there is no Gulf Stream, then during the winter seasons the Europe become freeze till here, till this line. Means all the ports were closed during the winter season here. But even then, the maximum part of the port and the London port is open throughout the year, and that is just because of the Gulf Stream, the hot water of Gulf Stream. This current keep the temperature high of this area. Means now we see Europe freeze till this area only, and that is just because of the Gulf Stream. Now this is a Labrador current, comes from this direction. As you can see here, it is a cold current. Wherever the cold and the warm current meets, as you can see here in this diagram also, like this area here, first thing which we see is the fog, and the second one is the planktons. It create fog, so it become a foggy areas, and a lot of planktons were here, which are the food of the fishes. So first thing which we see is the fish trade, a lot of, and the second thing fog. This area is the Bermuda Triangle, also famous for its fog. The next is the cold current of Atlantic Oceans. The water comes like this here from Arizona in this direction, also known as this current as the Canary cold current. From here also the cold currents comes. Now the two important currents of these regions are, first is the Gulf Stream and the second one is the Canary cold current. Now this is the north equatorial current and this one is the south equatorial current that we see in all over the world. Now let us come towards the southern hemisphere, that is the South Atlantic Ocean. Here first of all the warm current comes from the equator, is the Brazil current. This is a Brazilian current. Now this Brazilian current become cold here and known as a Benguela current. Benguela cold current keeps this area of Africa cold, though this area is near to Sahara Desert and equator. Even then the coastal area, the temperature of coastal area does not become very high during the summer season, just because of the Benguela's cold current. Again I am saying that here we see the movement, clockwise movement like this, and here it is the anti-clockwise movement like this. So in southern hemisphere there are two important currents, the Brazil currents and the Benguela currents. So this is how in Atlantic Oceans we see four important currents, the role of the four important currents. The first is the Gulf Stream, and the second one is the Benguela current. The another one here, it is the Canary current. Here it is the Benguela cold current, and Benguela is a cold current, sorry. Here I have to write down Brazil, as you can see here, a warm current. So this is how we see the role of four main currents. Gulf Stream and Brazil are the warm current, and Canary and Benguela are the cold current. In exams many times another current will come which also play a very important role in northern hemisphere of Atlantic Ocean, and that is the Labrador cold current. Here you can see this Labrador cold current. So this is how we done this part of the chapter. Still any kind of doubt and problem, send your comments to me. I will definitely reply you. For more you can visit to my blog also, which is bipindogra.blogspot.in. We will continue this chapter, that is the ocean currents, and in the next part we will do Pacific Ocean and Indian Ocean. That's all in this module. Thank you.